Here with Special Teams Coordinator Tyson Wachenheim as the Demons wrap up practice here on Wednesday. Wednesday, right? Yeah. I know I'm struggling to keep up with days sometimes. I know you guys probably are too, but it is Wednesday. Coach, tell me about practice from your perspective. You got a little Mayday field goal there at the end. Just kind of how you felt things went for special teams, but for the whole team as well today.
No, we're getting better. Special teams doing a really good job. We got a lot of guys who love football, getting out there, playing fast, having fun, being aggressive. That's something we've really challenged our guys to do this year. Just be aggressive, go out there, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. And we got a lot of guys that will do that. So it's been fun to watch this team, how they work, how they practice, and so we're just looking forward to game day and getting that thing out there and hitting somebody else for once.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, had a little Mayday field goal at the end of practice today. Tell me how you thought that went. That's always a little bit crazy getting guys on and off the field, and it's definitely a thing you got to practice and make sure you have right for game day.
Yeah, it's something that you get every now and then, maybe once a year, but you got to be ready for it because you don't want to be running out there and not know what you're doing, because when that time comes, it's to win the game. And so we went out there, we looked good, got set up. Coop did a good job getting that ball off today. He's been doing a good job with the field goals, and the two freshmen too have been doing a really good job as well with those field goals. So it was pretty proud of those guys today.
Yeah, talk to me about the kickers specifically, field goals and that sort of stuff. Obviously, it's hugely important. A lot of eyes when those things are happening. How have you seen their development, and how are they staying locked in?
Yeah, they've been doing a good job, kind of getting ready to get into game shape, and you don't want to peak early on in camp. You're really those guys, you want to work them and get them to peak right there in game week. And so they're getting better every single day, which is really good. And all three of the just pure kickers, Coop, Grayson, and Ben have done a really good job. And they're all three battling for that spot. But we've hit some pretty long field goals. We've hit a 52 and a 60, and so we got some good range in our guys. And they're attacking this thing, and they're treating it like professionals, which has been really fun. They're a fun group to coach because they really go after it. They want to be really great. So they all got 4 years to play, so that's even better.
Obviously, the physical part of kicking and the mechanics and everything is hugely important, but give me a little insight into the mental side of it, because like I said, it's you're out there maybe a handful of plays a game, but they're hugely important plays because you're going for points every time a kicker's out on the field, especially field goals.
Yeah, it's a really tough position, and it's one of the toughest mentally, because when you make a mistake, you don't get to go right back and fix it. I played and coached tight end, and you might miss a block and you get a play right after to go make that mistake, make it right. Whereas you miss that field goal, the whole world sees it. You got to sit on it, take another chance. So mentally it's tough, but we got three strong dudes in there mentally. Being able to handle that and go in there, and I trust. All three of them right now. I'm trusting all three to go out there and get the job done.
And that mental side also kind of parlays into punt return, punt coverage, kick coverage, that sort of stuff. Because if you're not in your lanes, bad things can happen.
No doubt. And we worked some full kickoffs today, which is really good to see, and those guys handled it really well. And we got guys who are covering. We got some kickers that are getting that ball deep, and got some guys who are covering with some intensity and attitude, which is fun to watch today. And telling those returners that, hey, you better stay in the end zone, or you better come ready to play. So got some attitude, got some energy out there on the kickoff team, and the punt return team had a lot of energy today too. So.
Finally, as we're in this week 3 of camp, where do you want to see special teams, whether it be any part of it that you're sort of managing? Where do you want to see them take another step in this third week of camp?
Constant continual improvement every day, getting better. You don't want your best day to be yesterday. You want your best day to be today, and then tomorrow you're trying to better yourself. So just constant continual improvement for those guys, just getting better. Just keeping their energy up. These are the dog days of camp, and Coach keeps telling them, it's like you're never thinking about the end of camp. Just keep getting better, going out there with attitude, energy, enthusiasm, and getting ready to go down and cover some kicks there coming up here in a few short days.
Coach, thanks so much.
Awesome, thank you.